Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina and this is Katrina Reads. I wanted to do a 2021 goals video. This last year, 2020 was really a just do it, where I've lurked in this community and many other online communities for a long time, but my favorite, one of my favorite communities is Booktube, and so I wanted to actually just be a part of it. I know that I'm not the normal creator on YouTube, much less the even more niche-y Booktube, but I thought there has to be, out of all the people that are on YouTube, there has to be somebody who reads like me. I'd love to make a friend or two and have some good conversations about books. And I also needed just a creative outlet. And so I picked YouTube as that creative outlet because I consume so much of it. But literally the video that I have up right now that has the most views, it's vertical with the bars on the side. I'm messing with lashes. I had on lashes and they were wonky, so I'm messing with them the whole time. And I took that that edict of just do it seriously, because so many people say, you know, when you watch people's videos and they say, oh, you know, how do I start my video channel, like, you know, and they always say just do it, and so I literally picked up this tablet. It's not even a camera, it's a tablet, and I started talking about this book that was affecting me and that I was enjoying, and everything is wrong with it. Everything's wrong with that video. And then the pandemic happened, and George Floyd, and I'm also already super sensitive to the political goings on in Black America. I am the stereotypical person who's gonna suffer the most with the pandemic. So I just needed something for myself. So that's kind of how 2020 went. I tried to just try some things once I got back. I made those videos. They were a little haphazard at first. Took time off because I couldn't deal mentally after George Floyd. It was just too much. And I watched Booktube and Black Booktubers deal and try to mourn and say the things that I was feeling and try to educate. I watched all of that. I didn't have a place in that. I didn't have a say in all of that. So I just watched and I listened. And when things calm down, however much they can calm down for Black people, and when I was able to not feel so sore and came back, like I said, I was just trying to figure things out. Like, okay, let me make sure that the camera is you know, not going this way anymore. Let me make sure at least I don't have black bars on the side. Okay, let me figure out the thumbnails. Like, how do I do that? Okay, how can I add music? Oh, the music's too loud, and you know. So now that I've got some of that down, and I've been writing down ideas for what I'd like to do, I want to do some goals. I have lots of ideas, but there's some things that I definitely want to do that are not just ideas that I have just kind of tossed down, and you know, when maybe I'll get to it or something like that. These are things I really want to get to in 2021. Number one, I want to do a readathon, and the one I think I'm going to do is Winterween. So GabbyReads and Oliviareadsalatte are two of my absolute favorite booktubers, and they did a summerween, and they said that they were going to do Winterween, and so I was like, okay, this is great for my goal of becoming actively involved in this community. My number 2 goal is to join a book club, and GabbyReads just today, today that I am filming this, put out a video where she's announcing that she is starting a mystery thriller book club called the Booktube. And the next goal is learning how to use YouTube. Really getting into YouTube Studio, and I wish people, when they talk about Studio, would say that the app is different than the desktop. So I want to start using YouTube better. I just learned how to get branding and things like that, so I want to get a little bit better at those things. I do want to reach a wide enough audience so that I can find my tribe. And so if people never see the video, I can't find my tribe. So I do want to learn to use YouTube better for that reason. So I'd love to find moody, all over the place adult readers, or if you're a young person who reads that way, there's no discrimination here. There's no judgment. I want to also do, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I want to do something called like the Black History Month all year long vlog. And I want to vlog myself reading through specifically Black books. I already read Black books. I took a break from a lot of the nonfiction and stuff that I already read. I read a lot about trying to teach myself about certain things. Like I thought I was as left as you can be until I learned about people working on abolishing police and prisons, and I didn't understand that concept. So that's a position that's to the left of me, and I'm learning about that. But learning about this country, learning about the statistics, teaching myself about all that stuff, it's too much. It hurts, especially like I said, I'm coming out of it now where I'm getting to a point where I can start to think about reading that stuff again. But I seeing all the Black struggle on the real news, and then trying to educate myself and read Just Mercy or watch the movie, or I couldn't. And so I want to get back to that. I'm gonna go ahead and do like a reread. I read Sula and The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, and I want to read some of her other books. So that's the first idea that I have for that. So I want to do a Toni Morrison vlog where I read her books and talk through my feelings on them. The Bluest Eye, I read that book as a young child, and I don't remember even what happened in it, but I remember sobbing my eyes out, and I want to know again what was that about. So I remember it having a very deep impact on me. Same with Sula. That's one of my ideas, but I'm definitely going to do, I don't know if it's going to be a vlog a month, if I'm going to do a vlog a quarter, but I want Black history and Black books to be highlighted of some sort on my channel all year round. And last but not least, I want to read a plus size book every month. It never dawned on me to seek out books about being fat. I was very heavy into the body positivity movement, plus size movement on Tumblr years ago when it first became big. I learned a lot about the language and working really hard at seeing myself as more than just my body, accepting myself, trying to make sure I took all of the types of bad talk about food and body out of my language for my daughter. So there's no good or bad foods. Just making sure that there's no bad body talk, and I've failed at that. Sometimes I've talked about my body in disparaging ways, but trying to really not put those kind of things onto my child. Being very okay with saying fat is a descriptor. I've made the choice to not shy away from that word. But beyond seeking out the images, I definitely follow body positivity still on like some pages on Facebook, and I fill up my Pinterest feed with very dark skin images, natural hair images, and people who look different, as well as lots of body positivity, fat women, and particularly fat Black women, and Instagram as well. So I try my best to make sure that I am looking at people who are outside the norm, but it's really hard, even with going out of your way to make sure that you are surrounded by images and people who value difference. It's still so soaked into everything that we breathe and drink and walk in. It's like a fish in water trying to breathe air. It really is. And so maybe a plus size book, and I got that idea from reading, spoiler alert, and I loved how she described herself as fat. She says, I'm fat. I'm really fat, like not plus size or anything. And then from his point of view, he just totally loved her curves, and he talked about her the way my husband talks about me. And I never believed my husband, which is crazy. Like, we've been married 13 years, you know? So those are my goals this next year. Let us not say anything. I don't know how to do this, because I saw something on Twitter where somebody said, please stop saying this is our year, because y'all keep saying it and it keeps getting worse and worse. So let's not make any resolutions. Maybe I'm just going to say I hope to get to these things. These are my hopes, and I'm going to be very gentle with myself if I don't get them done. It's been really hard on us, all of us collectively. So that's what I hope to get done. And I'm going to work toward those things, and I'm going to be very easy on myself if I don't get them done. But that's what you have to look forward to possibly seeing on my channel in 2021. Be easy on yourself this next year. Happy New Year. I will see you in the next video.